When you got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now, baby, don't worry, toss out that old baloney. Now you're working overtime, here what you got cooking. He's a hell of a guy, yeah. Chris Foster's alright. The recipe's a delight, yeah. When you got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now.
Yes, great song by Tim Swanson there. Welcome to What You Got Cookin'. I'm Chris Foster.
I'm Josh Whitfoot. Chris, what are we going to be doing today?
We're going to be doing a little bit of, like I said in the Moroccan episode, trying to escape this cold front that we have here. And so we're going down south.
Going south?
Yeah, we're going south. We're going to Mexico, and then we're going to do a little drive-by to Argentina, my friend.
Oh.
And actually, we're going to start out with an Argentinian dish here. Real popular in Argentina. It's called matambre.
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 Little translation, little hunger killer.
Hunger killer. It's, that is a translation if translated into English.
Hit the spot.
Hit the spot.
That's what I call it.
It's actually a contraction. I think the word is mat and then hambre, something like that. I don't know Spanish. But let's get on this. Let's tell you what we have right here. We've got a flank steak, and I butterflied this bad boy, which means, for those of you that don't know, I took the steak and I carefully cut it in half lengthwise to make it thinner. And basically what the matambre entails is stuffing, rolling, and poaching.
Oh.
Well,
well, right here, got some purple onions. I've cut in half, just not real, not real thin, not diced or anything like that. We're keeping it large vegetables there today. Got a little bit of cilantro cut up here. That's finely chopped. Got some shallots finely chopped, and I have some about 3 cloves of garlic.
Let us not forget our jalapeno friends. Did you already say that?
I didn't say jalapenos.
And
jalapenos.
Our carrots, our julienne carrots. Okay, so you may be asking, why are you wearing the Devo hat?
I have no idea.
I have an idea, though. It's my version of whip it. It's going to be called pound it. We're going to pound this bad boy. What you want to do is you want to get the, what did you say earlier? What's that word?
You're going to want to get it flat.
No.
Reminiscent quite of the chicken tender episode. We're kind of going back.
No, I'm talking about these. All right, well, you want the lines in the meat to
the
match
grain.
up. The grain, yes. I'm tired. So we've got the grain matching up, and what we want to do is slightly overlap it by about, what is this, about 2 inches?
About 2 inches.
All right. So we want that together, and we're going to take our, I'm going to borrow your hammer of justice.
All right.
Crushing you over power. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do, instead of whip it, we're going to pound it, and pound it good. Pound that steak!
Dun, 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 dun.
Now, if you see what I'm doing, I'm not going to talk over my pounding method, which is pretty decent, if I might say so. What I'm doing is I'm not going straight down. I'm kind of sliding it forward to the side. And when it comes to these, to where I want the grain to come together, I'm going to pound straight up and down. But otherwise, to spread it out, to make it thinner, I'm going to carry that hammer over. You want to continue to do this while I check on my hard-boiled eggs?
Oh, definitely. Didn't specify that one before in the intro, but we got some eggs boiling.
Yes.
And
well, that was a surprise. I can surprise.
Oh.
Something, I think that the people of Lansing deserve a surprise.
I ruined it for you.
Yeah.
For that, I'm sorry, Christopher.
Now, you apologize to Lansing. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. We don't really want to mutilate that meat. I know.
You keep it in bounds.
Let's remember that it is meat. Also, I have my oven preset to about 400 degrees because, like I said earlier, we're going to poach this. So we're going to stuff this We're going to wrap it so you can go get yourself some butcher's twine, maybe some kite string. Whatever you have on hand will work.
I think we got to remember the flavor of the string isn't going to come off on the food. And
Yeah, I caught a lot of heat for that. But smell string. You smell it. It smells like something. And usually things that smell have a flavor as well. So people, if you're going to mock me for the flavor of the string.
I think we're backpedaling a little bit
All
here.
right, you leave me be. Okay, so we're just going to flip this. Get rid of this bad boy. And we've got spinach somewhere. Yeah, right there.
Spinach right here.
You want to give me a handful of that. This is locally grown spinach here from Lansing.
Oh, yeah. Straight out of the farm fields.
I'm not dealing with the E. coli.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we've got our spinach, and I might do a little shred up on this so that we can fit more in there. Actually, I'm going to cut some out because we've got a lot of other things going in. Okay. Now we've got our julienne carrots. You like carrots?
Yeah, I like them cooked.
Okay.
Not a big raw
Well,
carrot fan.
I mean, they'll be
yeah.
cooked. So we're going to lay these in here. And basically, this is it's a very Italian method of the rolling and the stuffing and the pretty inlays in there. So when we cut this open, we're going to see the orange, we're going to be seeing the green, we're going to see the purple and white of this onion. How about onions? Can you eat onions raw without tearing up?
It's a possibility. You never can tell. Some onions are stronger than others.
Yeah, these smell pretty mild to me. Got a big boy there.
Oh.
Yeah, let's put the big boy in there.
All right.
I'm all about these onions. I like them. Okay. Pat that down.
Get the jalapenos and the
Shallots and garlic.
Garlic.
Now this is from the traditional recipe that I saw. This is a little embellishment on mine and Josh's behalf, the shallots and the garlic, just because here on What You Got Cooking, we love garlic.
I love garlic.
We make no qualms about it.
None at all.
Okay, so we've got our jalapenos, jalapenos. I didn't do it on purpose.
I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
And our cilantro. You want to sprinkle some good cilantro in there?
I guess I'll do a little work today.
Yeah, you could, because my hands are a little bit, meaty. And then right here we've got some thyme and some cayenne.
How much of that you want on? A little smattering?
Excuse me, yes. We want some herbs in there. If you can get fresh thyme, that'll work too. But Josh happened to have dried thyme in his pocket.
Just,
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
And then we got some cayenne to give it some heat.
Oh.
And then I'm going to see how my eggs are. Good trick with hard-boiled eggs to tell if they're done. I don't know. Holy cow.
Do we want it hot?
I
think we want it hot.
It's going to be hot, man. That's a lot of, you're eating this.
I'll eat that side.
You
I'll
will.
eat that side.
All right, little trick with these hard-boiled eggs. Good thing to do is to take a regular egg, and if you try and spin a regular egg, this is actually really hot still, but if you try and spin a regular egg, it's not going to do that. So this tells me that our hard-boiled egg is good enough to be put inside the matambre.
Well, I'll tell you what, I did not know that.
Well, hey, now you know. But I was actually going to trick Josh and do a little test and see if he could pick out the raw egg as compared to the hard-boiled egg. He declined because he knew I was a sneaky son gun. So why don't you tell what else we're making today, since we've got some time here.
We're making. We're going to bring out some, to fit in with the Mexican sort of South American theme. We got some hot Mexican sausage called chorizo, and we're going to be making some. It's almost like a Mexican dessert. It's fried, fried dough, some cinnamon and sugar on there.
Churros.
And, churros.
Some churros action. Feel that, man. It's a nice egg.
Nice consistency there.
And if my, let's see how well I hard boil an egg here.
Oh.
This should be golden yellow inside. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That is
Perfect.
the tip.
It's perfect.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'm not tooting my own. Yeah, I'm tooting my own horn accidentally, not on purpose, because I used to over hard boil eggs too, and then you get the greenish.
Yeah, so it's getting a little darker, little brown color almost.
So if you just want to dice these up for me while I
Oh,
crack the
definitely.
other bad boy. And what else we're making? Oh, we're doing huevos rancheros today too, but we're doing it what you got cooking style. We're doing it a little bit different than the actual Mexican dish. We're going to use flour tortillas. We're going to make our own flour tortillas. Then we're going to make our own hot sauce to top it off. So it's going to be an interesting little
Sort
day
of a
today.
breakfast.
Yeah, it is. It's a breakfast, and it's actually, I was reading that it's caught on in more places than Mexico. North America in the late 20th century, or not North America, the United States, late 20th century got real big on huevos rancheros. And so people have their own versions of it now. And so I decided to get in on that club and make my own version. So I'm going to take these hard-boiled eggs here, big chunks of them. Hopefully this will close.
Yeah, it's a big.
Did I get that whole egg in there?
Yeah.
I'll be
You want
darned.
the diced in there?
Yeah.
All right.
That'll work. Okay, so now this is where, again, it's fun to have a partner in the kitchen. I want you to be my go-to string man. How about some hard-boiled egg with some cayenne pepper there, pal?
I'll let you take care of that one.
Got a little cilantro on there, too.
Oh.
Oh, mama!
A little spicy, huh?
That's your end.
I got that side.
That's your end.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to try and force this all down. And a good thing to do is to keep your knife handy and to kind of smush it all down and in there together. You're going to get dirty doing this one, I'm not going to lie, but the payoff's great. Okay. I'm not kidding that.
I see the eyes watering a little bit
Yeah,
there.
the mouth is burning, and to top it off, my lips are chapped, so my lips got some ringing going on. Okay, give me a tie down right here. And we want to
wanna cut?
overlap to give like a nice little spiral. Yeah,
want-
you can cut
okay.
it. And we'll go ahead and tie that up real tightly. And once again, your oven will be at about 400 degrees.
Want a couple more of those?
Yeah, we do,
All right.
obviously. I mean, I don't...
Oh, you don't want to leave the end open like that?
No,
Okay.
because then you'll lose all your cayenne pepper.
Yeah, especially I don't want my end closed.
Let's put some of the eggs back in there. Okay. Get a nice tight wrap. And again, you want it to overlap. So that way then you get that nice pretty effect of the meat going in and its stuffing and just, it's a beautiful dish. You want to knot me. You want to knot
I'll
that
knot
bad
you.
boy. I like your knotting method. We're going to give the people of Lansing a nice awkward silence next time you knot like
The
that.
next knot?
Next knot. We're going to give them introspective time to think about the ways that they would like to do this dish. Because it doesn't have to be spinach. A lot of times I've seen, go ahead. A lot of times I've seen green peppers, just a lot of anything, vegetables basically.
Well, I think we were giving our director, Neil Murphy, here a little break. I know we use green peppers a lot. I know he's not a fan. And sometimes we like to throw them in there just to spite him a little bit. But I think we're giving a little bit of a break today.
Yeah, we're getting off the green peppers for you, Neil. And traditionally, this here matambre is served with what's known as a chimichurri sauce. And what that entails, and there's a lot of argument with chimichurri sauce, by the way. Do you know about chimichurri sauce?
I don't know anything about chimichurri sauce.
I didn't know too much either, and then I decided to kind of do a little investigation because I like to find things out. And I found out, yeah, let's do one more right here. I found out that chimichurri is one of those things that you have to do exactly. And a lot of times people mistakenly will put in cilantro in there, and that's like their main thing. Some people want the cilantro in this chimichurri sauce, some people don't want it. And what it is it's basically parsley, garlic, olive oil, and a little bit of vinegar, some thyme, some oregano. And but that cilantro is a heated debate.
A lot of South American, south of the border foods have cilantro in them. But,
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do a double wrap right here on this one. make it nice and tight because we want this bad boy going.
And this isn't a difficult dish to make.
No,
I mean,
it's really not. I'm not talented. I'm not gonna. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Oh, that schooling's doing you no good, huh?
Yeah, schooling's doing me no. It's not paying off. Okay, so we've got this bad mamma jamma stuffed, and unfortunately we didn't. You can do this in beef stock. I've made it before where I've spiked the water with a little tequila.
Oh.
Yeah, and it gives a good flavor. But today we're just gonna go straight ahead water. Got my roasting pan right here.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to fill it halfway with water here and then halfway when I get to the stove because I'm clumsy.
It's going to be a little heavy there. I'll
Yeah.
move this out of your way for you.
Yeah, thank you. So fill about halfway. Get a little salt in there too on the break. We'll put some salt in.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'll just fill it up the whole way because I'm not going to go up that high. I see it's not that high. Want a little bit of it showing, and that way it gets a little bit of browning going on. Okay. Josh, you want to be my
Alright.
guest of honor?
Oh, I'll do it for you, I guess.
Yeah, you got the muscles, construction worker.
Now you got 400 degrees, right, Chris?
400 degrees, so don't go burning. We're gonna.
I don't think we're going to fit.
All right. Well, we'll take care of that real quick. We'll take care of it during the break.
During the break.
During the break, when we come back, we're gonna make our tortillas and our churros. We'll see you then.
What you got cooking? Yeah. What you got cooking? Yeah.
We're back here on What You Got Cooking. We're making up the churros.
And I'm about to make my tortillas. Let's tell the folks what we got with these churros going on here.
We got some milk, some butter.
Here, I'll do
You
the
can-
exact.
you can do the exacts.
I'll do the exact because I got a little note card next to me. 1 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of butter, which is 1 stick.
One stick.
1 stick of butter, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you're bringing these bad boys to a boil.
Bringing it to a boil. Looks like we're almost there. When it gets up to a boil, we're going to add some flour in there. We got a 1 cup of flour. Add that up till it's a shiny mass. I'm going to throw that right back in this bowl here, and we're going to beat some eggs in just a minute. I'm going to stir this real quick. Chris, why don't you
Okay.
have a go?
I'm going to do my tortillas right now. I have 3 cups of bread flour. I'm going to do a tablespoon of this baking powder. I don't know why. Did you catch how I said that?
I heard you say powder.
I don't know. I do a Boston accent every now and again. It's kind of.
This recipe's going to be wicked awesome.
It's wicked, yeah. All right, so I've got. This is called the mealy dough method. So I got my baking powder, my flour, and then I'm going to do a tablespoon of salt as well. I'm using kosher. Usually we can use the iodized, but kosher will do today.
Yeah.
And then our butter goes in last, but we're going to need 8 ounces of hot water, 8 to 12 ounces. So we'll pour that in. This is one of those where you're kind of going to get your hands dirty. But that's what cooking's all about. It's having fun and learning things. So we're going to make a mass out of this, and then we're going to cut in our 6 ounces of the butter. And we want the butter to be, decently cold, not room temperature, right out of the fridge. And that's going to help make these nice and flaky. How's your flour starting?
Oh, it's looking great.
You ever had a homemade tortilla?
Yeah, I can't say that I have.
You're about to, my friend.
Oh, it's going to be spectacular.
And it's going to be great. Okay, so it's going to be flaky like this, my dough. How's
You
your
got
doing?
a golden mass.
Yes. That is a golden mass. So it's going to be nice and flaky, kind of dry. And then I'm going to take this off of my hands, of course. And I'm going to do half a stick of butter in there. And when I mix it around, the heat from my hands will kind of help melt the butter. So we'll do a couple little pieces first.
I'm just going to let this cool off for just a few minutes and in about 4 eggs. Get it nice and doughy. Nice and doughy.
Do an instant replay for me.
I think we could do that with the magic of editing.
Come on, John Madden.
No.
Okay.
Well, what you're going to want to do...
Look at his hands, they're in the dough. Thanks, John Madden. Okay. So this method that I'm doing with the butter is actually called the cut-in method because I'm cutting it in as I'm working this dough. Take a little bit more of the butter, kind of equally distribute it. You know, I'm not selfish with my butter.
No?
No, not at all. I distribute it to all areas. I'm an equal opportunity butterer.
Outstanding.
Neil's yawning at me. I don't think he liked that
No?
joke.
Didn't like that one?
No. I'll think of something.
Oh.
I'll think of something.
Corn or flour tortillas. You
Yeah.
make them out of. I almost said corn there. The
Actually, you did say
I did.
corn.
Yeah, it was about halfway through corn, but a couple different ways to make tortillas. Do the corn, do the flour, and what's your favorite, Chris?
I do the tortilla, and that's why we're making it.
No, I mean, what's your favorite kind? Corn or flour?
I just said, what did I say?
You said I do the tortilla.
Oh, I meant to say flour tortilla. That's what I meant to say. So look, Josh, feel this for me. This is, you can see the butter's melting.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be sticky for the time being. But we don't want it to be dry and flaky as it was when we first started. See, now it's turning into a nice little dough ball for me.
Looks like bread dough, essentially. Not as elastic, but looks like a bread dough.
Yeah, it's basically pretty much the same properties. Each culture has their own flatbread. You know, we did the Moroccan episode with the pita.
Oh yeah.
We didn't make it, but we used the pita. And so I'm gonna let this sit. You're doing your.
I'm being like Channel 4 here. I'm breaking eggs and.
Nice reference.
You like that?
Nice reference. Great commercial.
And
It was great.
just gonna kind of beat them in real well, and we'll be getting ready to fry up our you know, churros.
You got a little creamer.
I forgot the reference there for a second.
You actually looked crazy when I looked over at you. Your eyes were lit up with fury. Okay, so my end of the bargain is done. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit. I'm gonna wash my
Lost
hands.
a little bit there.
Can I put a little of this in your hair?
No.
Nice little hair.
No.
All right, so what you're doing then is you're basically doing one egg at a time. After you've let that cool, you want to let that churro dough cool. Because you throw those eggs in there, you're going to get some scrambled eggs, my friend.
Yeah, that's no good.
No, I don't want. We're going to have eggs later in the episode, so how many eggs you got in there right now?
I got 3 so far.
3 so far? That's looking pretty. And then actually what we do then is I'm going to make a little makeshift piping bag, and we're going to drop them right into that pot of oil. We're going to fry them and then toss them in cinnamon and sugar.
Oh.
So when we come back, we're going to make the main dish, huevos rancheros. We're going to make a barbecue sauce. We're going to do these tortillas. We're going to do these churros. And the matambre should be about done. We want it in the oven for about an hour to an hour and a half. So by that time, it should be done. All right, boy.
Looking good. We'll see you there.
Breaking eggs.
What you got cooking? Yeah. What you got cooking? Yeah.
A lot done on that break, my
Oh,
friend.
I'll tell you.
Okay, so through the magic of TV editing, we have completed our tortillas. You just pan fry them, saute them.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of fat in the bottom. Put those bad boys in there. I shaped them with my hand. You can clearly see that.
Oh, it looks good though.
And then for the huevos rancheros sauce, what we've got here is we did the chipotle peppers, which are smoked jalapenos, dried jalapenos, and the adobo sauce, and we mixed some of those in with some chorizo, some onions, some garlic.
Garlic, a couple shallots.
I got some roasted poblano peppers here, and you just mix those all together. And you talk about your chorizo,
The churros?
yeah, the churros.
Oh yeah. Well, we've got the churro dough here. We're just gonna, put some vegetable oil into a pan, and the same way.
Did you just say in your pan?
No, I said pan. A little different on the eloquence there, but you're gonna take the dough and just like we did the cheese sticks or I think the cheese sticks, and just gonna make little dough balls, drop them in, have them fry up, much like a donut.
It is. It's a Mexican donut, is what they call it.
And just gonna let that
Pretty
fry
close.
up, golden brown, done on the inside. Take it out, roll it in some cinnamon and some sugar, and
And it's traditionally served with hot chocolate. I was telling Josh
Yeah.
this last night. This hot chocolate, the recipe that I have for it has about 18 different ingredients in there. Crushed red pepper, star anise, just a bunch of stuff.
Oh man.
And so basically what it's going to boil down to is I've got my flour tortilla here waiting for an egg companion,
Oh.
which I'm taking care of now. I'm going to do fried egg today. You can do scrambled egg. You can do poached egg.
Imagine you can make a massive omelet out of all of it.
Baba ganoush.
Little baba ganoush. But I'm going to tell you what, when we come back, we're going to have the finished product.
You are going to tell me.
I'll tell you what. And it's going to look outstanding.
Oh, wait.
Oh, what do you got, Chris?
We've got to... Okay.
Okay, we'll be back.
What you got cooking? Yeah. What you got cooking? Yeah.
And we're back here on What You Got Cooking. I got to say, Chris, it looks great. Taking out some aggression there.
Yeah.
And everything turned out. Looks wonderful.
The matambre turned out awesome. It's a little bit rare still, a little bit of pink, which is nice. A little bit
I like
of
it a little
flavor
rare.
there.
I like it a little rare.
Your churros, I'm going to try one of these. Actually, I'm going to finish describing these. We've got some cilantro leaves on top. The egg is buried under the mound of our What You Got Cooking salsa. We've got 3 tortillas, just because I didn't want to cook 3 eggs.
Oh, yeah.
And the matambre, I'm gonna make some chimichurri sauce later, which is, look it up on the internet. That's all I can recommend.
We talked about it before. It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
pretty
definitely.
wide-known thing. And
I'm gonna try one of these bad boys.
go right ahead.
Oh yeah, mama.
Awesome. But I think that's all for this week here.
What you got cooking?
What you got cooking? He's a hell of a guy, yeah. Chris Foster's alright. The recipe's a delight, yeah. When you got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now, baby, don't worry, toss out that old baloney. Now you're working overtime here on What You Got